so I wanted to come and talk to the camera because I wanted to just start off with where my thinking is at the beginning of this couple of days, and try and come back and talk to the camera a few times through the next few days to keep a kind of record for myself really, and also to add to the thinking for the book. So we started off with a big group discussion about the nature of research and why we're interested in talking about action research and first-person research as being important. So I kind of wanted to start with my own thinking about why it's important to me. And for me it's really important because it's the first thing that's really engaged me in what I'm doing in my own learning. So although I've come through third-person research in terms of my academic learning, that has never really had I've just done it to jump through hoops, and I think what the difference is between first-person research is that it actually makes a difference. But then I'm always sort of, I've got in the back of my mind that kind of whole living contradiction, and that's what's quite powerful about living theory, is because it doesn't anticipate that everything is perfect. And the problem with a lot of third-person research is that it seems that everything will work in this kind of controlled bubble, which isn't how life really is, or it does recognise that and then it kind of says, well, there are no answers. Whereas when you're actually living your research, you find that there are difficulties, but there are ways to overcome them, and you can look at them. And I think that's some of the power of the research that we have when we look at it from a first-person perspective. And I think that's the thing that could really, we had a big discussion about the politics of research, and third-person research is the only research that this government values. But what they're finding is that they're trying to get to this ideal, and it's not happening. Whereas actually first-person research can unlock that answer, because when you're actually reflecting on what you're doing, what the people you're working with, and how you're working with them, and what impact that has on the social situation you're in, then you can actually start to make changes that are real. So I think that's kind of where I'm starting from today, is that perhaps that this is the difference that we can make, is to actually show, well, some of the problems that keep arising are the problems that come because people are not reflecting on their own practice and what difference they can make as a person. And I really love the idea of the power of one. It's an idea I believe in. As one person, I have the power to make a difference. And if we all had that belief that as one person we have the power to make a difference, a real difference would be made. Also, with thinking of that idea, the power of one is also the name of a book, which is very inspiring in terms of the difference that was made in South Africa apartheid situation. That is really about people believing that they were able to make a difference, and if we all held on to that, we would make social differences that are enormous and make the world a better place. And if we remember that there are those instances where this has happened, and that we're not in a situation where this is how it is going to always be, but that we have the power to make a difference, then I think we can see that there is power here to make the difference that we're looking for.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's marvellous.